I'm going to have to come right down to talk to you guys. So I'm going to have another go at this rain challenge. I'm still going to try and do 6 sangria mugs, vases, but jugs. But what I'm going to try and do is have them more equal. And I noticed, so I filmed yesterday doing it for the first time, and then I noticed that there were a couple of things that I would change if I did it again. So one is a change of rib. So last time I used a big wooden rib. This time around I'm going to use this smaller rib on the outside when I've got the sponge on a stick on the inside. And the second thing I'm going to do is use a ruler. So I don't tend to use the calipers because they get rusty and then they don't open and close nicely, but I can use a ruler. So I'm just going to use a ruler and try and get 6 that are more similar than last time. So let's get going. So I'll go until I've got a film of 22 minutes long. I said I wasn't going to talk and I already want to talk. I don't know whether to pull out the focus a little bit so that you can see me a bit. I don't know. I'm going to lose a minute and a half to chatting to myself. My clay is a lot harder today, a lot firmer. I'm using the same clay I used last time, the Sangria jugs. Mixed a bit more reclaim back in, and now I've got something a bit firmer to work with. I don't know if I've got a sponge. Okay. This is the exact same amount of clay I was using last time, 650 grams. Well, same weight of clay, but the clay before was wetter. So I might have actually had slightly less clay for my grammage last time. Right, let's see where that is. So I can use that as a starting point. So that's 12. And I'm going to do 7 internally. So that's going to be my starting point always for this. 7 and 12. 7 internally, 12 height. And then I'll bring it in a little bit. I'm now going to belly out. This is a Mud Tools rib. The colours talk about how rigid they are. This one has a little bit more flex than a wooden rib, but not as much as the red ones. But it means I can do like that, just to help me get that curve. To make 6, then I want about 3 minutes per one. This first one will take slightly longer. So we kept with the 7 and the 12, so that's good. I'm nervous that I'll get too picky this time round because it's like the second time and then I won't get all 6 done. But we did have to crush 2 of mine last time because one had a hole in the base from me being too speedy removing it, and the other one had like gone off center and rippled at the top. We just thought it looked naff compared to the other ones. So let me move these closer to where I'm going to be handling. Put my final ones over here. All right, so I want to pull through. Oh, I've still got a bunch of water on the inside. That's better. Pull through. My lid. Dry my hands. And take it off. Try and get it as far away as I can. All right, number 2. So if they're 3 minutes each, then 2 would take 6 minutes plus those 2 minutes filming at the beginning. So I'm working towards 8 minutes. Oh, it's already 8 now. Maybe it's better to get 4 good ones. That would mean I'm working towards 12 minutes. Hopefully I can speed up a little bit now. Now that I've, for one, got my sponge. It's a bubble. Got it. So I don't know whether you can see, I can definitely see that immediately because I'm nervous. My clay's gone off center, so it's rippling out. Okay, let's see how high that is compared. 12, an internal, 7 good. You get so used to doing this kind of thing that it gets much easier to do a repetitive shape. And I think because I've got that muscle memory from yesterday as well. So depending on like the filming, I don't know if they were given the briefs like maybe the day before to give a go, or whether they give it on the day. It looks when you watch it, looks like they get given it on the day, doesn't it? Let's cut off that bit that's uncentered. Okay. Bellying out. And if you remember watching the episode, Keith talks about changing the angle, but it's not really clear what he's talking about because it's just part of the filming and they've taken it, but he means changing the angle of this as you're working. Just compare that to the other one. Just come out a little bit more at the bottom. Okay. 12 still. And we're over 7, so that's good. Okay, I'll call that one a day. Get the water out before I forget that bit. That little bit was annoying me. Oh, I think I'm going to be a bit of too much of a perfectionist today. That's going to work really against me. Yesterday I was so chill. Take this portion of it. Okay, wire it off. All right, I'm catching up with myself, so. Next time I dry my hands, I'm going to zoom in a bit so that we're focused just on this. So after this one. My first pull. Follow in a little bit. I might check that height already. I might have already got close. 11. One more pull, just try and find that extra centimetre. There's people working on the roof at the building next door, and I feel like they can look in and see me. A little bit higher, much wider. Let's colour that in. It's better. It's still white, taller, so I'm going to cut a bit off because I'm going to try and make sure that none of mine go in the bin if I can help it. Okay. Yep. Yep. And I collared in a little bit. Just hold my hands there because I can see that it's rippling a bit, and that will just help. All right, so I'm now going to belly out. So I'm thinking, since I'm filming this, I might do 3 versions of the video. The original one in portrait mode, one just of this, and then maybe one with the 2 together, myself in a little like screen in screen. I can't remember the name for it. From yesterday. And then I might see which one people prefer. So whichever one you're watching, you'll be watching one of which includes today's video, obviously. Then let me know which one was your preference. I'm going to wire through first because that's what I did for the other two. If you want things to be consistent, then you've got to do it in a consistent way. Okay, and then we're going to make our spout. I like the spout of that one, it's a little bit thinner than the other two. Make room. Okay, here we go. Whoop. And the next one. How are we doing on time? I'm zooming in. Oh, that's a bit too high. We're on 17 minutes already. That zoom hasn't worked. Let's go with that. A little bit closer in. So 17, but I'm going till 22, so I've still got 5 minutes. I think I made 2 last time in those 5 minutes, so let's see how we go. I'm just going to focus in for these last 5 minutes, see if I can get 2. Which means I shouldn't be talking as much, so I don't know why I'm talking right now. Okay. This one had quite a big bubble in it, so we'll have a bit at the top that we need to cut off. I'm going to cut it now. This is going to get in the way of my next pull. Okay. $12, 7.5. Just in a little bit. Belly out. Oh, I really feel the pressure. Today I really, really feel the pressure. Funny that, isn't it? Like I've already completed the challenge, but now I feel the pressure. I think because I want to do better. Now it's a challenge. Okay. Oh gosh, I've got 30 seconds to get this off the wheel. No time for dry hands. Done. 4. Photo of them before from yesterday and a photo from today. That is the difference that a ruler and the correct rib can make. Yeah, happy potting.